slower. If you really want an area to get fully spawned in, you kind of need to linger and zigzag around the area. And I was basically doing that. I was doubling back across the trench after going across it once. And I stole a level 40 lightning egg. But at the time, the two wyverns that were closest had chased an Argy up into the air doing the circle spiral up. And so they didn't aggro on me. And so I was like, I'm going to keep exploring. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. And that was stupid. Because then I should have made an extra spy glass. Because then I was just looking around, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, lightning. And I'm just like, oh no, I've been spotted. And I ran into the magic zone, and I couldn't scrape it off. I couldn't scrape the aggro off. Like, I was going right by other Pteranodons and past a Diplo, and the lightning wyvern is like, nope, you got my egg, I'm gonna burn your face. And then my poor Pteranodon, which was maybe like at a third health, quarter health at that point, stamina was almost completely gone. So I just looked for somewhere to land, and it fried out my Pteranodon. And I landed, and I was like, in a loot drop, I had found an improved shield, metal shield. So I was like, screw you, and I held up my metal shield, and the lightning wyvern was just like, and I died. No, don't aggro, please. Okay, good. Like, I need my stuff. That was the Pteranodon. That was me. What happened to my... Oh, this must be the otter. Yup. Poor little otter. Alright, little guy. You get the witch's hat of destiny. It didn't serve its previous owner very well. But, I don't know. Good luck, Gutty. Good luck. Alright. Let's put on... Oh, we don't have the stuff to repair. We'll just leave the armor the way it is. Ditch that, ditch that, ditch that. Let's get our better hatchet. Move the cactus sap meat over. Oh, I also stumbled across where one of the artifacts is. There's like a giant lava fortress down at the bottom of the trench. That's like an empty, but very cool looking ruin. And while the dinos weren't spawned in yet, I got to take a good look around. It was fun. Yep, witch's hat's a good one. Alright, so we got our stuff back. That was part of why I dipped into this little nook here, is because I figured if I died here, it might be easier to get my stuff, kind of being away from the main crap. Alright, we can get rid of the death marker. Alright, we are just barely not encumbered. So let's just take all our crap home, repair our armor, and swap back to the better set. Ooh, pretty. Also, earlier in stream, or at the beginning of stream, I mentioned I talked to the author of this mod in his or in their Discord, and the magic dinos, the ones that have that pale glow-in-the-dark texture on them and the glowy eyes. They have increased health and decreased weight intentionally. Like, that's the gimmick on them, is that they have 3 times the health of normal, but 1/3 of the weight. So, like, even a high-level Pteranodons that I tamed only had, like, 90-something weight, but unusable. But you know, you could still slap a saddle on them and have them follow you and be aggressive and be way tankier than Pteranodons normally are. Well, yeah, like if it was just increased health and no downside, then I would kind of be like, oh well, that feels broken, you know. But you're certainly paying for it. And while I was in their Discord, I also noticed there was a ton of people like, add magic this, add magic, you know, like wanting more dino types added to the magic list. And so I'm just like, okay, people don't care. they want the cool skin, like the cool colors and glow in the dark. Almost, yeah. I still think Pteranodons are pretty much going to be useless that way. Oh yeah, absolutely, Ira. Give me an even tankier Gigantoraptor. Basically, the dinos that already have a really good weight stat would be the ones that would be the most useful, because then cutting it in a third, it would be low. It would feel like you had a mid-level tame on weight, but you'd have this wildly increased health. So I could totally see the trade-off on some dinos. Like there's Magic Megatherium. They have a pretty decent weight stat by default. I could totally see that worth it, especially since they're excellent against the Broodmother, who's one of the bosses on this map. You could get a Magic Megatherium boss group and shred the bejesus out of her. They still have normal stamina and damage. It's just the health weight flip-flop, or, you know, skewered. And as long as you turn off harvesting so they don't actually gather anything and make themselves over-encumbered, they'd work just fine for boss dinos. Every day go out and gather and bring back a bunch of stuff? No, they would be terrible for that. But guard dogs for your base, or boss fight, you know, absolutely. Oh yeah, this is the artifact cave I was talking about that I found but I haven't explored yet. Because like now, I don't have anything with me to go explore. Where's my... I left it behind on purpose, that's right. I was like, where's my crossbow? And I was like, oh yeah, I purposely went into the trench, like, light on items. Like, anything that wasn't absolutely necessary, I left at home. Oh, I need to land. So far, that's the only new dinos that I've seen, are the magic versions of a bunch of stuff. And they're all contained inside of Magic Land. Literally, that's what the biome's named. Oh no, that's not all. There's the mini bosses too. There's a couple of corrupted gigas out in the desert that had like 400 something thousand health and were huge and had a boss health meter. Not quite as strong as the Dodo Rex, but probably a similar difficulty. It was pretty close, but it would do more damage per bite, I would assume. I don't know though. Back in ASE, the corrupted gigas on Extinction didn't have the percentage bleed, so they weren't nearly as bad to fight. But they were still strong and tank, you know, did slightly more base damage per bite. They just didn't have the bleed stacked on top of it. That's so onerous. Alright, we made it back with our stuff. Alright, silica pearls, 220 electronics, some element shards. Oh yeah, lightning wyvern egg. It's only level 40, but I mean, still. Let's stick it in the hatchery. We'll take these others and get them out of the AC. Okay, let's put the rest of it away. Oh, we should have enough metal to make our grill finally. The industrial grill should finally be within our reach. Where did I put... Did I put artifact? I did put artifacts in here. I've got 3 different artifacts now. They were all artifacts that were basically either in the open or... Well, no. 2 of them were in the open, although the one that was in the open was at the bottom of the Wyvern Trench right next to the giant lava fortress. So, I mean, it's in the open, but it's in a hella dangerous area. I can't believe level 750 Onyx. Like, I almost shit my britches when I saw that. I'm like, even a 145 pisses me off with how long it takes to kill it. Like, I don't even want to think about trying to kill some of that stuff at the bottom of the trench. But you know me, that means I will at some point. My poor shield. It didn't even take any durability damage. The lightning just went right through it. Just like it would in real life. I find that hilarious. Axe. Can put this set back in for future death run. Let's get this and let's repair this stuff. Speaking of Gigantoraptor era, before I did the, I think it was yesterday or the day before. It was before I did this dino wipe. I did a search for Gigantoraptors on the map from like where I've explored and stuff has spawned in, and there was only one that it found. So like, either stuff had fully populated or had bad luck with them being chosen, or there's just not that many Gigantoraptors on the map. I don't know what your experience is with it, since you're playing this map as well. But there were not many. There was only one when I saw. But again, this is single player. Stuff spawns in slowly. You have to physically go through the render area to get the timer going to have things spawn in. But I expected more than that with double spawns. It's just wherever it spawned. It was on the like, I don't remember where it was. I want to say it was like somewhere over here, somewhere that I was only very briefly. Like maybe there's tons of them in the snow biome. I don't know. Or maybe it was like on the edge of the redwoods somewhere. Like maybe it's somewhere I haven't been. I'm presuming there's a whole nother biome over here I haven't seen. Theories? There should be plenty. I've seen tons of the magic theories. That's another boss fight worthy one where turn off gathering and them having 3 times the normal health and good DPS, they would be even nastier boss fight. They just wouldn't be good for gathering. Oh, okay. That's a good... I did not know that. Open Finder. And that makes sense because I've not been killing Theres because I haven't been... Oh. Right now there aren't any. But I haven't gone back through any of this area that I totally remember seeing them in. And there's magic ones for sure. But I don't know if the... In fact, I didn't even get a magic... Yeah. Apparently the trikes and raptors spawn in droves. No alphas yet. Yeah, this is like... Before I did the dino wipe, the total dinos was 2,000 plus. So like this is not even close to everything being spawned in. And that's with me still not having explored everything too. It's just going to take a while for everything, you know, and me... I'm going to have to, like, take one of the wyverns that I've got, just because they have a nice cruising speed, and just kind of zigzag the whole map to try and get, you know, all the spawns to start to come in outside of stream. Because, I mean, I could explore right now, but with only a fraction of things spawning in while I'm there looking, I won't get a proper vibe for how that new area is, you know? Ooh, blueprint for scuba mask. Ascendant Parasaur. Not bad. I don't think there's any underwater caves yet. And I think the author, I think I saw someone ask if there were deep sea loot crates yet. And he said there isn't, but he's going to add some. So even though the mod page says the map is 100%, he's still adding stuff to it and making changes and whatnot. It's not like it's done. I think the 100% is just like the terrain part of the map. You know, the whole map has details and terrain and rocks and trees and, you know, spawn points are set and whatnot. I saw a bunch of Theres before you know, during the time I was on this map before doing the dino wipe, but didn't see a G-Raptor, but I don't know, maybe the waiting is heavy on the Theres where you need to wipe them out to get the G-Raptors to spawn. But if I think about it, well, no, but there are no Theres on Aberration, so maybe that's why I saw them more often. I don't know. Of course, on Aberration, initially I had the double spawns going, and then I realized it was way too much for Aberration. Aberration spawns plenty of critters on its own. For the record, I think double spawns on this map is probably a little too much. I think 1.5 might be the perfect vibe, but I kind of like the more dinos, more danger, more taming interruptions, or, you know, chances for taming interruptions. Stuff that keeps things exciting and interesting. Okay. Let's put these back. Do that. Put that back. Poor Pteranodon died. Yeah, I saw them frequently in Aberration. I like the purple kind of modeling, or the purple kind of... It's not really stripes and it's not really spots. Marbling on the side. These were brother and sister. I killed their parent. Are they done growing finally? I believe they both are. 9, yep. Yep, they're done. Yay! now they should lay some, put them in here and they should lay Bronto eggs for me. Which was the main reason I claimed the babies instead of killing them, is because they were a brother-sister pair, male-female, and I was like, oh, I could just stick those in the terminal and they'll just make Bronto eggs, which is a pretty good egg, actually, on the list of kibbles. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said, Grex, is because there aren't any theories on Ab. They still shared spawn with something because they didn't always come back in the same spots. But like that spot that was up the ramp on my aberration basin in the green zone, where I would go and I would go up the ramp, the little metal ruin ramp or whatever, and then as soon as I got to the main little highway left and right, that was a spot where a G-Raptor could be, because like it would be there, it would get killed because it was a mosh pit area. It would be there, it would get killed. Something else would spawn. Something else would spawn. It was something else would spawn. Then it would just be there. It would get killed, etc. Fairies are weird. I don't know that their drag weight is high enough to be. I mean, maybe they set their drag weight to be high just because of how good of a DPS they are. But they don't physically look like they're Rex drag weight, even though they are Rex damage. So maybe they have Rex-like aggro, as far as like, or like de-aggro, or like what will attack them without being attacked first, which is a short list. But unlike the Rex, the Theres generally don't get aggressive on anything. Which is also part of why they don't get themselves killed, is because they don't participate in mosh pits. Unless something else attacks it first. Like, it doesn't do the attacking. Like, Argies get killed in mosh pits all the time, and Rexes, because they're very aggressive critters. Yeah, Megatheriums are too. Although I noticed in the Magic Land that the magic Megatheriums are constantly in fights. Like, they are just aggroing on crap all the time. Hey, Poktoy. Just got killed messing around in the Wyvern Trench in the lava biome. Got my stuff back, and then I just got back to base, and I've been putting stuff away, and I guess in a way deciding what to do next. Okay, that's my cold outfit. Oh, we could go check out the snow biome. I've got an otter on the shoulder, and I've got, you know, 3 pieces of high-end fur armor. I could probably make vanilla versions, or the vanilla ones for the last 2. I don't think I've paid to unlock them though. And I'm not sure I want to. Like, I'm finding enough. Like, I have 3 different blueprints for fur, like for 3 different slots already, plus random pieces I've been finding in loot, and so I'm just like, I don't really want to spend the, although I have a bazillion engram points, so I shouldn't whine about it, or, you know, debate over it. Not whining. Stop whining. All right. Oh, also tamed some new Argies. In theory, I've got a full Argie line of 40 plus in each of the 4 stats that are relevant. My Pteranodon line is pretty close to being done. I already have the stats, I just need them combined on these last 2. don't know that there's any bugs in the Magic Land, though, unless there's some small bug that I'm just not registering. Because I don't remember seeing them glow. They were just attacking shit. Usually when there's a Megatherium going 8, they're glowing because, you know, they attacked bugs and then they went super aggressive. They roid rage, essentially. Wait, where's my... Oh, there it is. We don't need that much meat. Yeah, that's plenty. How much, I think like all but one. What am I doing? Oh yeah, put some more meat in here. Alright, arrows. Food would normally go next. Then multi-tool. Then tool. Okay. That works. Alright. Now you just have meat. Yep. Oh yeah, the grill. Wrong one. Again, I always go to the smithy instead of the fabricator. Yep. Enjoy. Be safe. Whatever's... well, considering what you do, be safe. I don't need you turning into some... like getting hit with some crazy mix of chemicals and turning into the next supervillain. That's what comic books tell me what will happen. Don't fall into a vat of chemicals and become the Joker, you know? Yay, industrial grill, frickin' finally. Now we can get some serious cooking going. And with that cooking also... yeah, we'll put it on the outside here. No, it requires floor. Rude. Maybe over here by the forges? Yeah, I could fit it in here. Or not. Maybe not. Wait, don't do... okay, here, let's turn off. Yeah, there we go. Let's see if this is... oh, no. Alright, okay, good. No clipping. Excellent. Actually, turn on... pull... we'll pull some fish meat. Say 400. And some raw prime, like all of it. Oh, autocraft. Raw meat, the 200 from the fridge, we'll pull that. That should give me all of the options that I've got. put some prime meat into the preserving bin.